Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got more news. Oh! YouTube, we back with another reaction video, man. As you can see, it's your boy Joseph Witty. Yes, you know? Shout out to Evan Falarka for this video. I said I was going to react to it, and I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into it. I guess he's going to be talking about the Comic-Con scheduling and details and everything. Also, there's going to be a new trailer, I think so. So, and extended missions and all that stuff. So let's get straight into it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got to listen to this. I got to. Let's go.
Welcome back, true believers and spectacular Spidey fans, to another episode of Spider-Man PS4 101. So yet again, even more info has been shared on Twitter from Insomniac Games and Brian Intar himself about new details regarding different aspects about Marvel Spider-Man. But before we talk about all that, we're going to get into this really exciting news about Marvel Games confirming their entire schedule for San Diego Comic-Con relating to all sorts of new awesome stuff shown off for Spider-Man PS4. And about a couple hours ago, at the time of this recording, James Stevenson, who of course is the community director at Insomniac Games, posted, "It's true, Spider-Man PS4 will be playable at the Marvel booth at Marvel SDCC next week. Plus, the Hall H Marvel Games panel, a big signing, a cosplay suit debut, and much more." And at the end of his post, he shared a link to an article that Marvel Games put out discussing about every single awesome thing that they will show at San Diego Comic-Con. And even though they also shared some new info about their VR and mobile games, we're mainly going to be discussing about everything relating to Spider-Man PS4. And I hope you're all ready for this news, because this is really exciting. So as we know already, there is going to be an entire hour-long panel of Marvel Games at San Diego Comic-Con on July 19th from 1 p.m. PST to 2 p.m. PST. And during this panel, we will most likely be getting lots of new awesome info relating to new aspects of the game and possibly the third pre-order suit reveal. However, this new article that Marvel Games posted shares lots of new events that really make me excited. Now keep in mind, for those of you who are not able to attend Comic-Con, the best place to stay updated to everything related to Spider-Man PS4 is mainly on Insomniac Games and Marvel Games' Twitter page. So even though some of you may not be able to attend Comic-Con, it's nice to stay updated about every event that will be taking place at the convention. So starting off with this article, it states, "Marvel Games returns to San Diego Comic-Con in full force. Embrace your superhero side with Marvel Games when you hit the con floor with Marvel Spider-Man and more. Get ready to level up, true believers. The creative minds and stellar teams behind some of Marvel's biggest console, VR, and mobile games are prepared to delight you at San Diego Comic-Con 2018. With so many games and so many fun opportunities at your fingertips, we wanted to give you a breakdown of everything that's happening in and around the convention floor July 18th through the 22nd, so you don't miss a thing." And starting off this list with something brand new is booth discussions and signings. Want more? Of course you do. Make your way to the Marvel booth number 2329 for some lively discussions and signings. And for those of you who are actually able to attend Comic-Con, I think you're going to be really excited to see who will appear at this signing. So the article states, "Thursday, July 19th, 4 p.m. Marvel Games Marvel's Spider-Man talent signing. Meet the talent behind one of the most anticipated games of the year, Marvel's Spider-Man, coming exclusively to the PlayStation 4 system, including Bill Roseman, Brian Intihar, Ryan Smith, Jacinda Chu, John Paquette, Yuri Lowenthal, and other special Spidey guests as they sign at the Marvel SDCC 2018 booth." So not only is it awesome that all those incredibly talented people of Brian, Bill, Ryan, Jacinda, John, and more will be at the signing, but even Yuri Lowenthal himself will be there. And for those of you who don't know, I actually am able to go to Comic-Con myself, so if you're watching, Yuri, I can't wait to hopefully to say hi to you. Now for those of you who aren't able to go to Comic-Con, this next event might be a bit more entertaining. So on Friday, July 20th at 10:30 a.m. PST, there is going to be an event called This Week in Marvel, Behind the Mask of Marvel Spider-Man. Ryan Panagos, aka Marvel's Agent M, joined by special Spidey guests, bring you the details and some of the secrets behind Marvel's Spider-Man coming exclusively to the PlayStation 4 system. Now if you don't know, Ryan Panagos is the Vice President and Creative Executive at Marvel New Media. And during last year's San Diego Comic-Con, he actually tweeted about every single piece of new information that was shown off for Spider-Man PS4. And specifically during this year's E3, he actually did an awesome tour of the entirety of the Marvel Spider-Man E3 booth. So besides following Insomniac and Marvel Games on Twitter to stay updated about Spider-Man PS4 during Comic-Con, I highly recommend that you also follow Ryan as well. And for me personally, I'm really intrigued to see what this Behind the Mask of Marvel's Spider-Man event is going going to
Facts.
be. Now, for all of you cosplay loving fans out there, this next event is really going to get you excited. So on the same day of July 20th at 3:30 p.m., there is going to be a Marvel's Spider-Man cosplay costume debut. Inspired by one of the web-slinger's new suits from Marvel's Spider-Man coming exclusively to the PlayStation 4 system, see the suit come to life by one of our master cosplayers. You've seen Spidey's suits before, but never one like this. Now, I could be misinterpreting what this post means, but I think that this cosplay is actually going to be showing what the third pre-order suit is going to be. During other conventions, we have actually seen glimpses of the advanced suit here and there, but I think it'd be really cool if this new cosplay suit is actually going to be revealing what the third pre-order costume looks like. And if this is the case, that's a really cool way for Insomniac to reveal what their third pre-order suit's going to be. Now, it could just be a more pristine looking version of the advanced suit in cosplay form, or actually a brand new suit that we haven't seen before, but still, we'll just wait and see what it looks like come July 20th. And wrapping up the entirety of the Marvel Games schedule for Comic-Con is the same day of July 20th at 4:15 for Marvel Games Inside the Web of Marvel's Spider-Man. Go behind the scenes with the team creating Marvel's Spider-Man, coming exclusively to the PlayStation 4 system, and learn details every webhead will need to know to master Marvel's New York. So just like the E3 2018 Coliseum for Spider-Man PS4, they had an entire panel discussing about what was shown off at E3. And depending on whatever is going to be shown off during the Marvel Games panel on July 19th, I'm really excited to see how much more in-depth Marvel and Insomniac will go during this inside look of the game. And seeing what a wonderful time I had during E3, I am so stoked to actually be able to go to my very first ever Comic-Con and experience all these awesome events. But sadly, if you are not able to attend Comic-Con yourself, the best thing I can recommend for you to do to stay updated about everything relating to Spider-Man PS4 is to stay tuned on Insomniac Games, Marvel Games, and Agent M's Twitter pages. Insomniac Games have already said that the Marvel Games panel will not be live streamed online, but they will share information through Twitter posts regularly. And I promise I will do my very best to keep you all updated myself. But regardless, I think Comic-Con this year is going to be one heck of a good time. So after all that awesome news relating to Comic-Con, Brian Itar has continued to provide more details about Spider-Man PS4 through Twitter posts. And usually when it comes to Brian's posts, I mainly discuss about all the hell no answers that he provides at the end of the list of questions that fans asked on Twitter. But this time around, we're actually going to be starting with all the questions that Brian answered no to, and then moving on to two other details about the game that are really exciting. And this first question comes from fellow user Jair, who asked Brian Intar, will Spider-Man remain silent during free roam, or does he go woo or say anything? And Brian followed up with Jair's question by saying there are no woo-hoos. So I don't know about you, but I'm very pleased that Brian actually debunked this feature within the game. Specifically during the Amazing Spider-Man 1 game, when Spider-Man would free roam around the city, every time that you would swing here and there, he would usually burst out with excitement after each swing. And even though some people actually appreciate this feature, I'm really happy that they're still going with a more experienced Spider-Man who doesn't get too excited when he's swinging around the city. Although, as we know already, Spider-Man will in fact comment on certain things he swings past, but he will not shout out with excitement after each swing. But still, let me know all you think about this feature not being in the game. Now moving on to the next question that relates to a really interesting gameplay mechanic that will not be in Spider-Man PS4. And this question comes from fellow Spidey Squad member Adam Ramadan and asks Brian, hey Brian, does Spider-Man PS4 have a mission wheel like in Arkham Knight? Thanks.
Hell no.
Now, even though this was a feature that a lot of people did like about Batman Arkham Knight, I don't mind it not being within Spider-Man PS4. If you have played Batman Arkham Knight, you would know that there was a feature in the game that allowed you to select which mission that you wanted to do within the story, ranging from the side activities or the main campaign missions. And even though it would be interesting to see a mission wheel pop up somewhere in Spider-Man PS4, I think the way on how Insomniac is handling their missions in the game is already good enough. The way on how Insomniac is handling their mission structure within Spider-Man PS4 is something that's actually really interesting. And since we now know there will be unlimited crimes after you beat the main story of the game, I think the variety of missions that this game will hold, from the side missions, main story missions, and all the crime that you can fight, is going to give you lots of playability throughout the game. So even though I don't mind not seeing a mission wheel pop up in Spider-Man PS4, this next question that Brian answered is actually really disappointing. So the last question that Brian answered no to is from Luis Javier Guerra, who asked Brian, just a quick question, will there be a showcase mode in the game like the Arkham games? I would love to have a slow, detailed view of my favorite characters in the game. Please reply.
Hell no.
Now, in my opinion, I'm really disappointed that this feature will not be in the game. As we've mainly seen during these third-person action-adventure games, there's always been a bonus feature to take an in-depth look at the character models of the game. This has been primarily used during the Tomb Raider games, the Batman Arkham games, and even in past Spider-Man games. So seeing how that feature will not appear in Spider-Man PS4 makes me a little bit disappointed. Granted, the game will have photo mode, so you can look at Spider-Man in a really detailed way whenever you feel like it, but I personally would have liked to see some awesome character models as a bonus feature. But still, let me know what all of you think about this feature not showing up within the game. Now moving on to all the hell no answers that Brian provided to fans' questions, we're moving on to some questions that were asked and answered in really interesting ways. And the first one comes from fellow Spidey Squad member Mikhail Conlate, who asked Brian, "Hey at Brian Intar, did you change the level from E3 2017 for Spider-Man PS4 in any way? Or does it play out like it did back then?" And Brian interestingly responded by saying the final version of the mission is indeed longer. So it's really cool to see that that mission all the way back from June of 2017 will in fact be extended by the time the full game comes out. I was already fine with the length of that mission from E3 2017, but seeing how there will indeed be an extended version of it in the full game makes me really happy. And I don't know if that means that we'll be able to chase the helicopter in more places or fight more inner demons on the construction site, but I'm really excited to see what that mission will hold. And moving on to the last question, which actually goes back to relating to San Diego Comic-Con, is from TOMSB, who asked Brian any story trailer at San Diego Comic-Con, and Brian replies with a really teasing gif by saying, "I guess we'll see." So not only is it awesome to see that San Diego Comic-Con will host all these awesome events for Spider-Man PS4, but we will most likely be getting a brand new story trailer of the game shown off at the Marvel Games panel on July 19th. And seeing how the Paris Games Week trailer that was shown off in 2017 is one of my favorite trailers of Spider-Man PS4 that we've seen so far, I can't wait to see what this new one will most likely show. But whatever Comic-Con decides to bring for us, I'm just so lucky that I'm able to actually attend this awesome event. But anyways guys, that's all the news I have for you today relating to all the awesome stuff that was revealed for Spider-Man PS4 for Comic-Con and with Brian's tweets. And out of all the events that are going to happen for Spider-Man PS4 at Comic-Con, which one are you most excited for? And relating to all of Brian's tweets, which one are you most disappointed in? For me, I just can't wait to see what that Marvel Games panel is going to show off, but I am still a bit disappointed that there will not be any character model showcase within the game. Still, with all the other awesome features that Insomniac is putting within Spider-Man PS4, I think that they're going to more than make up for that. But anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching. Stay spectacular, Spidey fans. Peace out.
Yeah, man. One year I will go. It's going to be crazy. But what I'm most excited about with the game, just in general, you already know, I'm just most excited about the suits. I just want to see all the suits because they said it's just a ton. I'm speechless. See, I can't even speak. But they said there's a ton of suits, bro. Like, oh man, I can't wait to see this, bro. I just can't wait till the game come out. All the details in the game is coming out. It's so clutch, bro. Shout out to Insomniac and Marvel and Sony, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all definitely get in the comment box and tell me what y'all looking forward to with the game and everything. What's the main thing that you're looking forward to with Spider-Man PS4? You know what I'm saying? Definitely like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, you know what I'm saying? And turn on notifications, even if you're not new. If you just don't have it on, turn on notifications after you subscribe. It's your boy Joseph Witty, man. I'm out of here. Get your merch.
I've never been a real big fan of this studio. To me, their games have been B-level at best.
What?
To me. Now, this is just my opinion. You dig? The Resistance franchise wasn't never really my thing. I never got into the first one. I did beat the second one, but